Stop explaining yourself. Seriously, it might be the one habit quietly stealing your confidence, your peace, and even your identity. Most people think confidence is about speaking louder or proving your point. But real confidence often looks like something much quieter, not needing to justify your existence. Think about how often you explain why you're tired, why you didn't reply, why you made a certain choice. Every explanation feels harmless, but each one gives away a small piece of your power. Carl Jung warned about this. He said when someone explains themselves too much, they're not trying to be understood, they're trying to be accepted. So why do we do this? It usually starts in childhood. You cry and hear, "You're too sensitive." You feel afraid and get told, "You're overreacting." You say no and someone gets angry. Slowly, you learn a dangerous lesson. Your feelings only matter if others agree with them. So you start proving, convincing, explaining, and the habit follows you into adulthood. Now you justify your silence, your boundaries, your emotions, your decisions. But deep down, you're not asking people to understand you. You're asking permission to be who you are. Jung called this the loss of inner authority. It's when you stop trusting your own voice and start living through other people's expectations. You become a mirror, not a person. That's why explaining yourself feels exhausting, because every explanation is a quiet apology for existing. And no matter how well you explain, it never feels like enough. Because the problem isn't logic, it's self-doubt. When you live like this, life becomes a performance. You rehearse conversations in your head. You walk on eggshells. You prepare defenses before anyone even attacks. And slowly, you stop living freely. You stop feeling deeply. You start watching yourself instead of being yourself. But here's the turning point. Freedom begins with silence. The next time you feel the urge to explain, pause. Breathe. Let the discomfort stay for a moment. That silence is your mind learning that it doesn't need approval to exist. At first, it will feel wrong. You'll feel guilty, rude, selfish. That's not confidence speaking. That's conditioning fighting back. But over time, silence turns into strength. You start saying no without stories, taking breaks without excuses, changing directions without defending yourself. And each time you do, your brain learns something powerful. My feelings are valid. My choices are mine. I don't need permission to be real. That's what inner authority looks like. Not control, not dominance, but quiet self-trust. One day, you'll realize something beautiful. The moment you stopped explaining yourself was the moment you finally started living. Because peace doesn't come from being understood by everyone. It comes from finally understanding and trusting yourself. Silence isn't weakness. It's strength that no longer needs to prove itself. Subscribe now. Otherwise, you may not find me again. Thank you.